The Haunted Palace Episode 6. Kang-Cheol realizes love. The Queen's unborn child in danger. Hey everyone, how did you feel after watching The Haunted Palace, Episode 6? This episode had such an unpredictable plot, and Kang-Cheol's emotional changes really tugged at our heartstrings. So, let's dive right into the core plot and hidden stories of Episode 6. The 8-foot ghost's remnants target the Queen's unborn child. Episode Summary. First, let's go over the Episode 6 summary. Episode 6 starts with an intense battle against the 8-foot ghost. Kang-Cheol, Yo-ri, and King Yi-jung successfully drive the 8-foot ghost out of the palace, but unfortunately, they can't completely destroy it. During this process, Kang-Cheol clearly realizes his feelings for Yo-ri. The immortal has finally opened his eyes to love. Meanwhile, Poon-san, weakened from his injuries by the 8-foot ghost, hears about the Queen's pregnancy and devises a terrifying plan. He intends to use the Queen's unborn child as a sacrifice to restore the 8-foot ghost's power. Poon-san summons a shaman to hide a skull and a talisman in the Queen's bedchamber, causing the Queen to suffer from horrifying nightmares every night. Yo-ri senses the Queen's distress and discovers the skull and talisman inside the pillow. This talisman is proof that the same person who summoned the 8-foot ghost is now targeting the unborn child, and King Yi-jung is deeply shocked by this revelation. Yo-ri uses her Myeongdu shaman's mirror to summon Makdal, the water ghost Sugwi, the owner of the skull. However, Makdal attacks Kang-Cheol and Yo-ri before escaping. At the end of Episode 6, Kang-Cheol and Yo-ri go to the river where Makdal disappeared to perform a summoning ritual. But Makdal attacks them with unexpected and powerful force. When Kang-Cheol lets his guard down for a moment, Makdal lunges at Yo-ri. Episode 6 ends with Yo-ri tragically being drenched in the murky, black water that Makdal spews. Along with this, Yo-ri discovers that her maternal grandmother, Neopdeok, was the person who gifted the Jongwise oak to the king in the past, foreshadowing a connection between the palace's past and present. Also, Kang-Cheol's immortal sibling, Bibi, makes an appearance, hinting at a new threat. Kang-Cheol realizes love. The immortal opens his eyes to human emotions. The biggest change in Episode 6 was undoubtedly Kang-Cheol's emotions. While grappling with his weakening powers after fighting the 8-foot ghost, he clearly recognized his feelings for Yo-ri. When Yo-ri told him, "My hatred and resentment for you haven't completely disappeared. But I know that you've protected me in some way for a long time," Kang-Cheol showed a complex and wavering expression. This scene clearly demonstrates that Kang-Cheol, beyond his immortal instincts, is experiencing human love for the first time. Seeing him struggle between his obsession with ascension and his growing feelings for Yo-ri was truly heartbreaking, yet it made us even more excited for their developing romance. Poon-san's horrific sorcery. The water ghost targets the Queen's unborn child. Poon-san devised a horrifying plan to sacrifice Queen Park's unborn child to restore the 8-foot ghost's power. He hid a skull and a talisman in the Queen's bedchamber, causing the Queen to suffer from nightmares of a water ghost spewing black water every night. It was truly chilling when Yo-ri found that talisman in the pillow. This sorcery not only directly threatened the lives of the Queen and her child but also plunged the entire palace into fear and chaos. The confrontation with Makdal, the water ghost, was no easy feat either. The summoning ritual by the river turned dangerous due to Makdal's unexpectedly powerful attack, and with Yo-ri drenched in the murky water, the episode ended, leaving us desperate to know what happens next. The Haunted Palace, Episode 6 raised the tension to its peak with Kang-Cheol's emotional changes, a deeper palace conspiracy, and the emergence of new threats. How will Kang-Cheol and Yo-ri overcome these challenges? And what is the meaning behind the murky water Makdal sprayed on Yo-ri? We are so eager for the next episode. What was the most memorable aspect of Kang-Cheol's character in Episode 6 for you? What are your thoughts on Poon-san's sorcery? Share your opinions freely in the comments below. Don't miss The Haunted Palace, Episode 7. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.